Welcome back to New to Medical Device Sales. I am your host, Jacob McLaughlin, and I am coming to you today post-run. Usually most Sundays I will go for a run. Just gets me ready for the week. I put my headphones in. I usually will listen to some music on the way down, and then on the way back we'll put on a little motivational video to get me ready. I've been doing that for a while. I always take breaks every once in a while, but I'll go do these runs because during these runs is when I get the most clarity. I get ready for the week. So I do them on Sundays because Sunday afternoon I just got back. It's about 5 o'clock, 5:30 now, and it was 85 degrees. And I like to actually go in the hotter parts of the day. I've been doing that since college because of the mental test. It tells me I want to quit and all this stuff. And again, only do that if this is not advice. Like, that is not safe, so I'm an idiot. I do that, so don't do that. But that's what I personally do, but it's a mental test, but also I'll do that just because, I start listening to the week, get me ready for the week, because sometimes I'll start to feel bad for myself, or I'm like, everybody gets somewhat of the Sunday scaries, and I hope you're at a point where you don't, because it's the best place to be. I just do it because it gets me all motivated. I actually get the most jacked tonight because then I'm like, I'm gonna wake up at 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. I'm gonna get after all the goals that I have this week and let's go execute, is really what happens. But then also, I always used to joke around with people is I would go tell myself how bad I suck and make myself not suck. And what I mean by that is everyone thinks your life's harder than it actually is. Everybody, you think you got stuff going on, but there's people who have stuff that's way harder than you. They've gone through more and they're still making it. And so that's like my Sunday reset for me is like, hey, go listen to some motivational video. Hey, let's get after it. Yeah, I may not have gone the way I wanted it to this last week, but let's go make it. We can control this week. And the reason why I wanted to come and do this podcast is because on my run, I get these like clarity moments. It's when I'll make a lot of videos, but I wanted to come on here today and make it this podcast. It's hopefully going to be quick. I hope I don't rant too much. You guys know how I am. But with that said I wanted to make this podcast because it was take that chance. Take that chance. As I was on this run today, I'm looking back on where I'm at, where I was 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 8 years ago, right? Like just looking back ever since I was before college, in college, graduated college. And there's always like, you think your life's going to be a certain way, but it always turns out to usually be pretty different. Especially like I can tell you at 23, I thought I was going to be a strength and conditioning coach for a top Division I or an NBA. That's what I thought I was going to do with my life. And, did that for 8 months, got a real taste of it, tried it, and was like, this isn't for me. And, made those switches, made those changes. But with that said, once I was in college, I went and did an internship, moved out to California, took out a loan, put $5,000 on a loan so I could go work 100 hours a week, live with 11 people in an Airbnb and go do it. And now coming back, I tell people it's kind of crazy to look at, but it's like one of the most memorable times that like was a defining moment in my life. And then same thing, go back home. Then I was like, I got to go do something new. And then I moved out to Arizona. I had $1,200 to my name. I didn't know one person. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go take a chance. Looking back, scary as heck, but also one of the most exciting times of my life. And now I got here, it all worked out, did fitness, thought I was gonna do fitness for the rest of my life. And that was what it was gonna be. And then guess what? Things changed, COVID happened. Like we had things that happened. And also I had done it, got the taste of it. And I was like, okay, this is great, but I think I could do something else. And so that's what took me to this road of medical device sales. And I didn't know, but I wanted to make this video for you guys because when I was every time I've made those changes, you have the gut wrench and you're leaving your past, because what you're literally doing is moving up to the next place of your life. You're leaving the old past behind you. You don't have to forget about it, but you are moving into that next step. And for me, I had a hard time because fitness was all I knew for the last 3, 4, 5 years. It's what I loved. It's what I wanted to do every single day. I had done so much work already inside of it. And I had a mentor come to me and he's like, Jake, I already know you're going to be successful. I already know you're going to do all these great things. I see it inside you. I see your drive. I see how you love on people. I see what you want to do with this world. And that was super thankful. I was super thankful for that. But what he also told me was, you're looking for somebody to tell you it's okay to move on. It's okay to enter that next chapter of life. It's okay. Here's that permission that you need. Because he's like, it doesn't need to come from me. But he's like, I can tell by how you've called me, how you're questioning this, how you've made the moves. He's like, I know you're really considering it. And I know that you're just looking for that okay to go take that chance. Because he's like, I'm sitting here telling you, man, I know you're going to do great in it. I know you're going to be successful. And he's like, that doesn't have to just be medical device sales. It's anything you want to do in life. And the reason I wanted to share that story with you guys, you have the permission to go do that life. If you're in college and you're like, my parents said, but you don't want to do what your parents say, That's okay. Go take that chance, right? And you always do it in a respectful way. But, same thing to the person who you're in a career right now you don't like. You're like, man, this just sucks and I don't want to do it. Here's what I got to tell you. You can always go back to it. You can always go back to the place. Like jobs like nursing. I just want to say this again, my nurses are the most I talk to. You and I both know you can leave nursing today, go do this, get more sales experience, actually learn it, probably make more money. And if you needed to go back, you could get paid more money than you're making now because they're in such need of nurses, and you could go back to the exact same job or to a different job or a different hospital, right? Most people are scared and want to stay on that scared. But what about if you take that chance and it turns out, and I've always said this, I've said it on the podcast before, what if it turns out better than you ever could imagine? What if it turns out the best possible case? What if you become the person you're supposed to become when you do that? It takes you down a place you thought you were going to be a strength and conditioning coach, and now you're talking on YouTube and teaching people how to break into medical device sales while you're running the Western United States. That's what can happen when you take those chances. And guess what? If it doesn't work out, you can always go back. Go do something. It might not be the exact same, but you can go back and do what you were thinking you were going to do. Right? I'm sitting here telling you to go take that chance. As somebody who went to the largest medical device company and had success, I remember getting ready to leave, getting ready to go on to that next step. And people kept telling me, you're crazy. Why would you do this? This is the largest medical device company in the world. It's so safe. It's all this. And again, this is it's a great company. I think it's awesome. I still have a lot of close friends, close relationships. It's great. But for me personally, I was ready for that next move. I was ready for that next chance. But let me sit here and tell you, every single time I've taken that chance, I moved out to California, moved out to Phoenix, I went into fitness, I got accepted into OT school, decided not to do that and go fitness. I was leaving a career that, I had to beat out thousands of people to get offers to go to school, beat them out just to decide to say, no, I'm going to go take a job and work 100 hours and make $20,000 my first year. That's what I decided to do. But every time you take that chance on you, it pays off. I just get so dang passionate about it because on my run today, man, I was looking back on my life and I'm like, dang, every time I bet on myself, every time I took that chance, it never turned out what I thought it was going to, but it actually turned out better. And if I didn't do that, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. And I'm saying that because so many people I talk to on a daily basis from medical device sales, people want to do this career, but they're scared. They want to do the interviews, but they don't want to put in the work. They have all the doubts. Their parents tell them, their friends tell them, they tell them inside their voice, they can't do this career. They can't do it. I'm here to tell you, you can do it. You can do whatever you want. Your life can look like however you want it to look like. You can make whatever a reality. You just have to start believing on yourself and taking that chance, putting yourself in those positions. You have to do it smart too. You have to do it calculated. I'm not sitting here telling you quit if you have $0 in your bank account, but maybe that's like, hey, I'm going to work for the next 6 months. I'm going to save up enough money so then I can have some wiggle room to start pulling back a little bit from work and then going and making that jump towards medical device sales or whatever you want to do, because I make this very clear. Whether medical device sales is an amazing industry, but it might not be for you. It might not be what you want to do. You might do it and be like, maybe not. But I'm sitting here telling you, I absolutely love it. I know so many people love it. It's a great industry. We listened to the last podcast right before this one. It goes over why. But I want to sit here and tell you, even when I left the largest company in the world, I was scared to death because everything you guys are thinking, the doubts came in my head too. What if it doesn't work out? I started with a startup. What if they go under? What if it's not going to be everything I thought? What if it's harder than I thought? What if I don't make as much money as I thought? What if all the what ifs came into my head and I said, nope, I've done this. I believe in the people that I've interviewed with. I believe in the company that I'm going to. And even bigger, the most important, I believe in myself. I will figure it out. If it all goes to nothing, I will still be okay because I believe in me and I have proven time and time again that I can make it. If I have to, this is what I tell people, this is why I'm the most dangerous to everyone who's listening. I own my car. I can live out of my car. I've slept in my car before. I'm not afraid. So when I go back and say, worst case scenario is already what I've already done, I'm okay. I'll make it. That's what you guys need to have. That's what you need to hear. That's what was put on my heart to be like, man, stop what you're doing. Go make this podcast. Go encourage somebody because there's someone right now listening that needs the permission to say, go for it. Go after that life. Go do everything you want to do. Because, man, I look back on my life and I can't even explain the gratitude, the happiness that I feel right now. I can't tell you how much God has blessed me to be here. But he also made me do the work, man. Go do the work. Like, go bet on yourself. But I'm telling you, if you need somebody to tell you it's okay to leave the current position you're at, current place you're at, that you're ready to make that next step in your life and in your career, go for it. Do it. This is your permission to do it, because it will always turn out. Because I'm sitting here telling you guys, I was just in San Diego hanging out with my friends that are colleagues, having a great time, working a beautiful, amazing venue at a job that I absolutely love, making a difference. Got to do an install for one of our places that I made a sale at, and just being able to talk to these people and know the difference, and knowing how different my life is from 2 years ago when I first got in the industry to where it's at now. But if I would have never taken that chance, I still would be where I'm at and still wondering what if. If I never left Iowa, I would have still been sitting there wondering what if. And that's the biggest thing that's on my heart and on my life. I never want to wonder what if. I'm going to go try it, and let me tell you, will you screw up? Will you mess up? Will it not turn out? Yes, it won't turn out how you had it perfectly pictured in your mind. But I'm sitting here telling you, the person who I was 3 years ago to 2 years ago to 1 year ago to even 3 months ago, I'm not the same person I was at 2022 to where I'm at in April in 2023. I am so much better in so many better mental spaces, in so many better places in my career and industry and where I'm at, and even with just people I get to communicate with every single day. I'm sitting here telling you guys, whoever's listening to, whether you are that 22-year-old college student or you are that 44-year-old career professional, go take that chance, because you can do it. You can make it happen. You can live the life you want. The only thing that's holding you back is the lies that you're telling yourself in your head right now. That's it. And everybody has stuff, man. People have family, kids, I get it. Awesome. But guess what? I'm sitting here telling you, I've gotten so many people who have a full-time career, that have 3 families, single moms, that have still gotten jobs in this industry. I just had this conversation with someone I talked to yesterday. The only thing that's holding you back in them is the excuse you're telling yourself. So I want you guys to know, if you're looking for someone to give you permission to go after the job and the career and the life that you want, I'm here to say, go freaking do it, because here I am in a blessed place just to be like, to just talk with you guys even now, to have you guys watch this video. That's where the gratitude comes from. It's why I want to help you guys. I want you to, I remember, I just had this talk with my buddy. I remember looking at my bank account with $66 in it. Man, I remember that. Now it's like, just seeing how much life has changed. I want you guys to be in that same spot, wherever you're at. So just please believe in yourself. Take that chance. Go after the dreams you want. Whether that's medical device sales or not, I just want you to do the one thing that's the most important thing in this life. Be happy. Don't go back looking back at your life saying, I wish I would have. Don't look at your life with regret, because it's all teaching moments. You know, it's all things that you're going to learn from. But I'm just sitting here telling you guys, when I was on my run today, I had that on my heart that I was like, I need to get this out to somebody, because I look back and I think about all the times if I didn't take that chance, if I didn't have that permission to go and do that stuff. And sometimes you just need the permission from yourself to go do it. So I hope you guys have a great freaking week. This was just a fast podcast that was on my heart. I always get in certain moods when I'm out for my runs, and usually it's more let's get it. But like this today was just reflecting on my run. And I just wanted to share with somebody that you are enough, that you got everything you need to, and sometimes you just need a little help and a little nudge and a little push and a little encouragement. I hope that's what this was for you, because I want you to be so happy. I want you to live your exact life and do everything and do good for humanity and help others and make a difference in this world in such a positive way, because each and every one of you had that opportunity to make that impact. So hopefully this was helpful. I know it didn't have a lot of stuff to do with medical device sales, but again, it does. Just so you guys know, it has everything to do with medical device sales in the same spot. So just how you interpret it. If you guys have questions, please feel free to reach out. A like and subscribe helps us grow this channel. And again, if you guys are on LinkedIn, please feel free to reach out to us on LinkedIn. I love connecting with you, Jacob McLaughlin, or our page New to Medical Device Sales. Love getting on calls with you guys, helping you guys. If you guys are interested in medical device sales, we do, our average person breaks into 9.8 weeks at $91,000. We've had so much success in the last 4 months. That's been mind blowing. And again, so many people are getting hired in under 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks. And so it's just been so much fun. So if you guys are interested in learning about medical device sales, wanting to make a difference in your life and then also in others' lives, please feel free to reach out. Always happy to get on calls. But again, we do only allow 5 people.